it's not only a blockade of fuel, food, and everything, and freedom of movement, but it's also a blockade of minds. The number of females reporting is very low. We're maybe 10 girls across the Gaza Strip. And no one feels what's going on, and no one cares. And even if they're like, we're with you, we're supporting you, but we don't see anything on the ground. My name is Hind Khoudary, and I'm a Palestinian journalist based in the Gaza Strip. The current situation in the Gaza Strip is devastating, to be honest. I never thought I would ever report or live something like that. I have a lot of colleagues that we are freelancers and we're not staff. So we're not provided with any helmets, with press jackets or nothing. So we have been like really calling for people to provide us with that. It's not only like it's gonna secure us or protect us from the Israeli airstrikes or anything, because all the journalists who were killed were actually wearing them. But at least it would make you feel like you made all the protective measurements you have to do. We don't have any area for journalists to work from. Like, we are now mobilizing in Al-Shifa Hospital, and it's the main area we're working from because it's the only place that provides people and journalists and everyone with electricity, because they have a solar panel. It's a safe area. People think that they won't bomb it and it's going to be safe, but at the same time, we don't have any area to sit in. We sit on the floor. We edit on the floor. We don't have chargers. We don't have cables. We don't have internet access. And we're in the middle of thousands of displaced people that don't have any homes. We don't have access to bathrooms. Like, right now in Al-Shifa Hospital, there are only 3 females, like me, Dua, and Wafa. And we sleep in cars. We don't have access to clean bathrooms, to clean water. Like, imagine, like, today I got my period. And, like, I was stuck in the middle of nowhere. So I started looking into the supermarkets for some pads. And then I started looking for another place to have a shower, and I didn't find a place to have a shower. I washed my clothes on my hands in a different area in my friend's place, but it's hard for me to go there because I'm still working right now. And you still have to report, and at the end of the day, you don't have a place to sleep. They may feel like they're very small stuff and very small details, but at the end of the day, there are 0 ways of coping. When it first started, we thought it would be like a normal Israeli aggression, because this is not something like, it's not the first time we witnessed something like that. This is the first time I feel like all of my neighborhood is like flattened, and it breaks my heart that I have to report on this. What's really killing me right now is like, we don't know if we're gonna make it the next day. We barely sleep because we are now based in Al-Shifa Hospital. So we sleep in our cars, and the boys sleep outdoor. So every time like I wake up and it's in the morning, I'm like, oh my God, I made it. It's a new day. Oh my God. All the night, all you hear is explosions, and they're very close, and you just like, okay, that was close, but it didn't hit me, so okay, I can go back to sleep right now. And I already got like 2 injuries in both of my legs, and I didn't know I was burnt because I saw like all of these injuries, like people lost the parts of their bodies, and I'm like, what? Like, this is a very small injury, and then I got an infection in it, and then it's very hard for me to walk with those 2 burned legs, and like no one's there. We don't have any support system. We don't see our families, and the only support system we have is ourselves. That's why we're trying to stay in groups. We're trying to stay with each other. I don't care about summits. I don't care about people meeting. All I care about right now is a ceasefire, people going back to their houses, and to stop this Israeli aggression. Like today, we saw more than 10 Palestinian small babies being pulled out of the rubble. So I don't know. I'm very sorry for being very pessimistic, but like this is what's going on, and I really want to hug my mom and my brothers. That's the only thing I want, and this won't happen without ceasefire.